Okay, here's some thoughts on how the mainstream media, in harmony with governments and pharmaceutical corporations, can manipulate an incident to generate fear in the population via the fear delivery system, the mainstream media. It was released last week in a news story on a boy claimed to have died from flu in America, and how important it is to go and get your flu shot as soon as possible. Unfortunately, it sounds like the family had no idea what he had, which was the same for the medical authorities. But of course, they will dine out on if he'd had his shot full of heavy metals and toxins that every dead flu victim in Australia had last year, he would be alive. Did they mention that proven fact, that every dead flu victim in Australia last season had had a vaccine? They have not mentioned once in this article that they had done an autopsy and found he did in fact die from flu. It's assumed. Flu-like symptoms. With the amount of deadly chemtrailing they are performing in Australia and America, God knows what it could have been. With New World Order Satanist John Podesta coming out last week also on the world media, this man is about to go to jail for pedophilia. His wisdom and thoughts are being broadcast globally. I bet you haven't heard that on the mainstream media either. He's just about to go to jail for information released on the Clinton Foundation network and organisation, all pedophiles and criminals. Over 100 bodies dead now around Hillary Clinton. None of that also mentioned on your mainstream media, of course. You have to ask yourself, why is there this global push for mandatory vaccination, laws allowing the aerial mass spraying of entire population with medications? And why is it that this year also sees the introduction of 5G, which is already being resisted by thousands of scientists and technicians around the world as being a highly dangerous technology that incorporates frequencies that, yeah, sure, you get a quicker download of your Mickey Mouse cartoon, but also it's highly dangerous for living organisms. All of them. The creatures flying in the air, the animals grazing in the paddocks, and of course us, human beings. The frequencies being used in 5G are connected with tissue damage. They're in the microwave weaponry scale, and they are going to be put over every square inch of land on planet Earth except for places like Russia. Who's doing this? Who's allowing these incredibly reckless and dangerous laws, such as the mass aerial spraying of vaccines over the entire country? Well, once you understand who these people are that you're looking at and accepting or rejecting their version of reality every night on the mainstream TV, are practicing Satanists. These people eat human flesh, drink, have sex with babies, and perform ritual murders. And we're talking prime ministers, we're talking heads of state, we're talking royalty, we're talking heads of religions, we're talking both sides of politics. When you look at these people on your television, try to understand who you're actually looking at. Because these people, you don't know which one, some of them might be good, a vast protected majority of these people that you consider normal because they had a nice little article published in the Women's Weekly last week, are actually practicing Satanists, heralding in a new world order of satanic ritual practice. Why do you think this same-sex marriage stuff was pushed so hard and funded by the state? Because pedophilia, which is just a few steps down the track from what's already been legitimised, is a major part of their practice. They have to make it legitimate, or else they are vulnerable to criminal prosecution. The changing of such practices into a decriminalised area of human activity is vital if they are to successfully bring in the new age. Vaccines, murder, euthanasia, same-sex marriage, fluoridation of water supplies, all intertwined. Aerial spraying of vaccines. Try to see the massive fucking billboard in front of your face, people. World War III is already on, has been on, and is reaching a very final solution soon if the population does not wake up and start doing something about it, like making them aware that you know, that they know, that you know.